hold on.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Mtell22, man, back at you with another video. This is 10 things that Mtell22 can't live without, man. First things first, God comes first. First things first, you gotta start off with God and family. God first, family second. You already know the motto. God has meant everything to me. He really has. It's still loving to me. I don't have my Bible on me at this moment. I usually use phone apps. I did have a physical copy. I just don't know what I did with it. Since I don't have a physical copy, I'm gonna just drop some knowledge for y'all. Do you know God's actual name? I know, a lot of people don't. His actual name was Jehovah. The actual correct terminology would be Jehovah God. As a child, I never knew that. It was very enlightening to find that information out actually this year to help to change my life. He's taking all the anger out of my heart, giving me even more strength. I get inspired every day to be a better version of myself, to be a better version of myself for me and for the people around me. I believe that maybe they took his name out of Bibles. I have a theory for that. My theory is honestly better off a lot of y'all just don't know his name. I truly believe that. But if you do get to learn his name and you get to walk with him, have him really in your life, it really changes everything, I'm not gonna lie. Number 2, I gotta go with basketball, man. I had these gifted to me. These are some KDs that got gifted to me. I have never owned KDs a day in my life before these. Fun fact. My favorite hooping shoes of all time is the PG ones. I got into basketball literally 9th grade. I had joined the wrestling team and then they had basketball trials coming around. I decided I was going to try to do it. As a child, I grew up. I brought this up before, but like as a child, I grew up with this thing called junior arthritis, which actually limited me from being able to play a lot of sports growing up. Once I started getting approved to be able to play different sports, basketball was one of the ones I thought would be fun. So, I tried to get into it. Never made the team. It was definitely favoritism at the high school I went to. So I never actually got to make my high school team. So I didn't in turn ever went on to play at any other higher level. So everything I know about basketball was self-taught. I learned the game on my own. I used to train myself in my front yard when I was a child, trying to get onto the team. I didn't know how to dribble at all. I couldn't even bounce the ball like that, couldn't do it like that, couldn't use my left hand at all before I trained. I literally just trained behind the backs, going up and down the driveway, between the legs, hezzy tweens. I was practicing all of that. Basketball really became a huge part of my life and it means a lot to me at this point in time. I really can't, I couldn't live without it, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, number 3, man. If you know anything about me, man, I like to smell good. I am a big cologne person. Every time I leave the house, I ain't gonna lie, I put on cologne. Literally every single time. Unless I'm going somewhere quick and I just didn't think about it. But more times than not, almost every time I leave the house, I put on some cologne for real. Right now, I guess my favorite smelling one to me right now probably Calvin Klein. This bottle I got right here is actually empty. This was actually one of my go-tos. Obviously I don't kill it. I actually need to get me some more for real. Cologne is important, bro. You gotta remember where to put it at. Wrist. Do it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's important. I recently got put on to the method of putting a little bit under the shirt, you know what I'm saying? Let it breathe out. Hey. Adjunct matters. I was actually recently in Miami. I saw some colognes in there. Could have been records money, you know what I'm saying? Could have been buying that high expensive stuff. At some point in time, I probably really would get deeper into it. As a child, boy, I used to be on Old Reliable, boy, that bod. I know y'all remember that bod. Hey, Matt, when I was in high school, boy, I used to be on that bod heavy. The Axe spray and stuff like that. You get older and you start realizing that ain't it, chief, that ain't it. But I used to be on them just heavy for real. The only smell I to this day will never understand how y'all get into is musk. Why would you ever want to smell funky on purpose? It's crazy. I don't get that. But outside of that, man, Burger King had dropped their own scent one time. That's insane. Why would you want to smell like a Whopper Jr.?
Something is wrong with you.
That says a lot about you. That's all I'm saying. If you smell good, look good, you feel good. Alright, yeah, man, we got you. Here you go. What you got going on, fam? Thought you said you just wanted a Coke. Oh no, that ain't gonna work. No disrespect to y'all that like the color pink, bro. I'm not drinking all of that. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, we just playing.
All right, that's better. That's better. Clear, empty. He was trying to play off my top. I couldn't go for it. I ain't gonna lie. I had to stand on business. Strawberry lemonade, blueberry lemonade, kiwi lemonade, lemonade. Boy, listen, if it is lemonade, I am on it, bro. This favorite drink, bro. Lemonade smacks with everything. There's not that many different drinks I do because I'm not a soda person. I haven't drunk soda in like a decade at this point. I have retired it. I try to stay away from caffeinated drinks in general. Your coffees, your teas, your sodas, things of that nature.
Hey, hold on.
I tend to stay away from all of that. This is some of the greatest stuff ever made, for real. This specific kind, this Minute Maid, got to get that thing fresh, boy. Appreciate y'all. Come on, boy. I ain't even trying to kill it right now. Anybody who really drinks Minute Maid knows this container right here don't taste like the bottled kind, and they don't taste like the other Minute Maids. Like, all Minute Maids are not created equal. This is by far the best version of it. I don't know what they do in their smaller containers and stuff like that. They don't hit like how this does. This is built different. No matter what I'm drinking, if I need to mix drinks or anything like that, we're bringing something like this out. I also had got into doing Calypsos. My sister put me onto that. Them Calypso drinks is tough. Those are literally just like 9-10 different flavors of lemonade. Anything lemonade, for real, I'm really on it. I'm willing to give it a try. Hey, there's not a word a person on earth could ever say that ever make me hate lemonade. Come on, man. That's top tier. Next, come on. Candy. After I done told you about the lemonade, you know I gotta go to my next go-to, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story.
That's all, folks.
Back during the pandemic times, I don't care if we get to 99, 100 years old, boy. I ain't gonna let the next generation not know about COVID and how many changes that did for the society in general. We went into a whole new age of life since that time happened, man. During that time, I found myself at home so much. I was really trying to stay out of the shenanigans. I was trying to stay out of the crazy stuff. You know, people was having 10 million thousand people in one space, type parties. They didn't care. Crybaby videos about, oh man, I caught COVID. I can't believe it happened. Life is over. This might be my last video. Not me. I was in the house like I was supposed to be. Roads was clear. The only time I think I stayed in the house for 2 weeks straight before I even went outside. That's how serious it was for me. These jumps were literally saving lives during that time, but I found myself going to the gas station consistently. I hope nobody ever sees if somebody could ever find my tab of how much money I have spent on candy in the last 4 years, specifically during COVID, 2 year stretch of us being like in serious COVID lockdown times. Scared to see what that final tab looking like, boy. I might have put a couple bands into it. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
It's getting ridiculous.
Way more than I care to really share. I hope I'm exaggerating when I say that, but boy, I was going crazy. This junk, man, listen. Specifically the Lifesavers gummies, these was the ones I was buying like crazy. Can't make me hate it, boy. It's a bad habit I got into. It became a bad spending habit, eating habit. But listen, that jump was getting me through some dark times, boy. I can't even cap to you, boy. I eventually learned to chill out some. Oh yes, I had to bring them back. My channel means everything to me. I literally started doing YouTube to show off my creativity. I always thought I was a very creative person. People always told me I was great at creating things. Oh yeah, I thought I was kidding. This channel has been a huge part of my life. Coming up on half my life, honestly. It really is. It's getting close. Like I'm like 2-3 years away. This channel literally being a part of half of my whole life. That's a crazy thing to think about. I remember I got this same MacBook that I use to this day. I got this from back when I was in college. I look at it like I basically got it for free because they didn't get that money back from me. What are we talking about? Come on now. That's fine. I'm just kidding.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Y'all mean everything to me, you know. All my viewers mean everything to me. They mean the absolute world. I love them with all my heart, just like how I love my family, just like how I love God. Channel has really helped me get through some good times, some bad times, some indifferent times, man. Through it all, I always know I have one place I could go back to and feel appreciated all over again. My goal for next year is to get into the 10K to 100K range. So I have a lot of grinding to do to get to that point. I'm like 9,000 subs away from at least getting into the lower end of what I'm talking about. Cool, we gonna get there. I ain't even worried about all that. It's all love. I'm gonna continue to grow. I'm always excited. I love just coming up with creative and fun ideas. I've had so many good moments over the years. All right, next, man, we got music. Music means a lot to me. Like, it's been a big part of my life, like always, honestly. I first got into rapping and stuff like that, writing and stuff like that. I got into that when I was like 12, 13. You know, I used to listen to a lot of Kanye, you know, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was probably the biggest influence to like really get into rapping and stuff like that. You know, artists like that. Those like some of the first artist that like I used like an instrumental of yours, you know. Hey, I'm like, yo, who would you talk to? Yeah, I got headphones for like every type of situation. It's like my daily working headphones. I usually take these out, you know, if I'm about to go work. Helps me clear my mind while I'm out on the road.
Thinking you gon' make on me, but you know that ain't safe.
Right.
I'm not Chime, you won't get it down. She trying to stride to the Bank of America.
I be wearing these for like the gym. I ain't been in a while, but when I do go, I do bring headphones with me there too. I tend to try to separate my headphones so I don't have to worry about losing nothing. I actually was recently on a Souls and Sage video with these exact headphones on. Did some new Turtle Beaches I recently just bought. Music has always meant a lot to me. It's a big part of my life, and it definitely brings me a lot of energy and joy to get into, man. I be so excited. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be so excited. I be having so much fun. I used to have ex-partners that didn't even believe me when I told them I literally used to listen to beats like a whole ride going to work. I hear a song and I like the beat. I'm not gonna lie, I'm literally looking for instrumental of that same song just so I can freestyle. I used to freestyle to myself like every day. Music just means a lot. It brings me a lot of joy and happiness. So it'll always be a big part of my life. Next, you see it, man. That's the Dwight Howard jersey. It's a very tough. This is one of the toughest jackets that I own. A Chargers jacket. And, you know, a little T-Mac. I got a little McGrady on me. It's a throwback jersey. Sports has meant a lot to my life, man. It really has. Another one of the things that will get me through some times, man. This is like the best year for me to specifically show my favorite teams. Like, even though I always be repping my teams, like there's never gonna be a debate about who my favorite team is. That was never in question. But man, this is like one of the best years for me to rep them, since both of them are actually good this year. It's rare for the Chargers and the Magic to be good at the same time. I think I first got into football and basketball back in like 2010, 2009. That was like when I first like was really getting into sports for real. Watching Dwight Howard play actually made me become Orlando Magic supporter. And Chargers, honestly, I chose them just off the color scheme. I liked them when they were still in San Diego. I don't even like the name LA Chargers. I think it's way tougher when it was San Diego. Listen, sports has got me through everything. Basketball and football's life. I told y'all that already. These two teams, when they're doing good, I'm having a good time, even if I'm not having a good time in real life. When them games is on, I'm locked in, I'm tuned in, I'm happy. When them games is off, real life is coming back. We lose that game, I'm probably shutting everything off and I'm calling it a night. And I ain't even gonna lie to you, basketball and football specifically, those meant a lot. And I did used to play baseball, and I've also done wrestling. I've really been in tune with sports in general. Art, man. Art means so much to me, bro. I had a friend design this for me. One of my favorite gifts to this day. This is actually from my graduation picture back when I was in high school, man. Very fun piece of art that was designed. This has literally been my favorite gift somebody's ever given me, like ever. It means a whole lot to me. I've held on to it. I've had this probably since like 2019. Art is the world to me. That's part of the reason why I even got into doing YouTube in the first place. I just wanted to show my creativity. I used to make all types of things as a child, man. I was always a very creative child. Everything that you be seeing, the ideas and stuff that I be doing on YouTube, sometimes I can't even really fully flesh out the ideas that I'm trying to do on YouTube. It's not because it's a creative block or like I don't have the ideas. The ideas is always flowing in my head. The problem that I tend to come across is being able to like bring those ideas to life. Sometimes I don't have the resources to pull that off. I love art, man. I'm talking about all forms. I'm talking about, we could talk free form, we could talk drawing, we could talk painting, even stuff that's not just visual. You know, we talk about musically. I already heard what I said about music, where it comes sound, touch, feel here. All types of art, man. I love it all. Art means a lot to me, man, and that's my creative drive. That's what drives me to be who I am today. I am a creation of art. I got put on this earth as a creation of art, and I'll never forget that. So that's why it means so much to me. Can't say thank you enough. God has done for me. I said He created me. I'm art. You're art. This is art. I could go on about this subject all day, man. Always fun. It's always love for me, man. It really is. Favorite work that's ever been given to me. I thank you again if you're watching this video. Finally, we gotta go with board games, man. We gotta go with the games, man. My family grew up big on board games. We grew up playing them. Every Christmas we buy more board games. My parents' closet filled with so many board games. When you go to the store, there's so much stuff in there that you can see we probably already had got it or had it at some point in time. It means a lot because like it brings me back to my childhood, man. It brings the little kid out of me. I'll never not like board games, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that if I have kids, I hope that they're just as fascinated with board games like how I am, man. Do you know me? And we got Would You Rather. If you're in the majority, then you win. If you're in the minority, then you lose. And then finally, we got our old classic, man. We got the Game of Life. It's up there with the Monopolies of the world, the Twisters, the Yahtzees, things like that, you know, all the throwback classics, man. Y'all played this, man. That's what we're living right now. We're living life. How could you not like something that's about what we live in real life? There ain't really much else I can say other than that, bro. This is life. You know what I'm saying? You go to college, you get married, you get a house, you retire. This is just a few of the ones that I brought up for y'all today, but I could pull up literally hundreds more. You know what I'm saying? I could pull like another 100 board games actively. We ain't got time for me to ramble on about that, man. This fun, like really digging back through, like some of this brings back to my childhood. Some of this brings me back to like real world situations I dealt with, and like some of this brings me back to where I'm at today, man. Y'all can't not be excited, man. I'm excited, bro. Let me pop a couple more lifesavers, man. That's all I got. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give a boy a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to my channel. As always, look at videos around me, probably subscribe button over here. And as always, it's been real. It's your boy. I'm out.